Okay. All right. This is gonna be a demonstration to get started with your EA research. All right. Um, this is gonna be for assignment number 17. Basically, you guys will completely provide a Google Slides as research for the next project. In terms of our landscape drawing project, the theme is gonna focus on environmental awareness and surrealism. So in order for us to properly concept your ideas for your next project, just gotta make sure to be aware of like the impacts of our environment on society today. So every little thing that we do has like a negative impact on the environment, and if we're not careful enough, we're not gonna have a world to live in for the future. Um, when you guys learn a little bit more about environmental awareness, every little thing that we do, in the world, it's like has an impact on our environment. Our use of like the cars or just leaving like pollution on the or littering it in the streets, or leaving trash in the ground. Um, not recycling, all those things, hurts our sustainability of the earth. Okay, so I want you guys to make a copy of the provided Google Slides to begin work. You're going to click on the Google Slides below here and just make a copy of this. So you click on it, and you're not gonna be able to edit this copy. So just click on File, New, or not File, New, File, Make a copy, and make a copy of the entire presentation. So when you title it, you can just put your first last name, EA Landscape Research, and then just click copy, or you can leave it as copies, either or is fine. Okay, so these Google Slides is pretty straightforward though. You just have to go through each of the slides. You're going to either type in the certain fields, or you're going to look up images to help you to come up with ideas for your project. Okay, I'll just kind of go over these instructions. So you're going to work on these Google Slides for your research on environmental awareness. So that's going to be our main theme, along with surrealism art. We're gonna use this as like kind of like as a resource for your drawings that we do. So this could be like your thumbnail sketches, rough sketches, or even like the final artwork. It'll kind of make more sense, like with the images that we look at. This will help us to come up with ideas for like our work of art. So I went over this. So basically, just make a copy of it, and I'll kind of go over like how I turn it at the end, of the video. Okay, so you just kind of move through the slides. I'm gonna just full screen so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so you're gonna go through this first slide here. So I want you to choose one of the topics on environmental awareness. So you have climate change, pollution, biodiversity loss, sustainability, deforestation, land degradation, and renewable energy. Okay, so these are like kind of like the six big things that you should be kind of aware about of environmental awareness. Some of you guys may have heard these topics before. Maybe you've learned about it in your science or other classes. But a lot of things that we do, in our daily lives, though, does have like a direct impact on the environment. So, for example, like climate change. They mentioned like fossil fuels, gas emissions, or carbon emissions. So when we use cars, the gases from our cars kind of go and affect our ozone layer. So we lose kind of like a little bit of like the protection from the Earth. Um, in essence, obviously temperatures usually been warmer, or been like extreme colds. You guys have probably noticed in like October, we've been having like pretty warm weather. It should be like kind of cold at this point right now. It's pretty cold today though, but we've been having a pretty warm fall at this point. Pollution. You guys are aware of this. You just want to make sure to reduce trash. Just because when you litter on the ground, it affects the animals, the wildlife, nature. And then these are all some other things too. So just kind of read on each of them though. This will kind of give you an idea of like things you might want to draw or create with your landscape drawings, because these all have an effect on the on your environment. So, and we're gonna do it like with the landscapes. So just pick one of them to choose from, and then if you're unsure of any of the topics, I would just do like even like a Google search for it. So for example, if I'm not really too sure about biodiversity loss, I could just type that in Google. Biodiversity loss. and I'll just do like a little Google search on it. You can read like the information about it, but in terms of like biodiversity loss, though, it's like have like our nature ecosystem. We're gonna lose those things. So you'll notice like a lot of these will kind of overlap with each other. So forest degradation, that's a part of this as well as could also be part of the climate change too. So okay, so find one to focus on, and oops, let me go to my copy here. Okay, and then you just kind of move on to the next slide. So this next slide, though, I want you to just find like a website that interests you with the EA topic that you pick. So for this one, why don't I pick renewable energy? So I think that's pretty interesting. Renewable energy. So I'm gonna type in renewable energy. Okay, and I do want you to just look at some websites about renewable energy. It could even be like the first website. That's fine too. Or you can like scroll down and find like any of them. Look at this one, Department of Energy. So just read about it. Learn a little bit more about what renewable energy is, or whatever your topic is. So this says renewable energy comes from unlimited natural replenishing resources such as the sun, tides, and the wind. Renewable energy can be used for electricity generation, space, water heaters, cooling, and transportation. So basically, renewable energy is, some examples like solar panels. They mentioned like wind turbines, hydropower. I think that's interesting. Using water to power things, electricity. So you just read about, learn about more. I wouldn't spend more than 10 minutes. Okay. But, just, kind of inform yourself a little bit more about the topic. And then, real simple though, just, copy paste the link. So, just do Control C on your Chromebooks, and and then just copy paste that same link on here. So, okay, so that's 5 points. Is just copy pasting that link, and then you move on to the next one. So, write down in 2 or 3 sentences on why you decide to choose your environmental awareness topic. So, you may discuss important values that you may have on yourself on the topic. Interesting things that you learn about reading through the research, and visuals that you would like to draw. So, basically you guys like sentence started here. So, I can write down I chose, renewable energy because, and then just write your reasons. Okay, just make sure it's 2 or 3 sentences, in order to receive like the 5 points. So I'll give you like one example for renewable energy. I chose renewable energy because I feel like the visuals for illustrating a landscape drawing on this topic, I can come up with some positive images. So, one thing I like about renewable energy, and this is like if you look up the images itself, I feel like this is like a very positive type of a topic to focus on. Because, this is like kind of like, oh, this is like the solution for environmental awareness, using like these wind turbines or solar panels. I don't know if they have any with water. They're talking about like hydropower. And most of the common ones are like the wind turbines and the solar energy. But if you look at other topics like pollution, or climate change, these are all like very like negative things that are happening to the earth. And sometimes I feel like the biggest impact you can show somebody is, this is like the worst thing that could happen. So I do like the, kind of like a little play on renewable energy, showing like this is like the solution, for our future. So, just add, 1 or 2 more sentences. I wrote down one. So, obviously I would just elaborate more on this, or, explain other things. Okay, so just keep moving through the slides. So these next few slides that you're going to look for, or that you're going to do, though, is just going to be just doing a Google image search on your topic to give you inspiration, ideas, reference images to help you with the drawings. So look at the title of each slide. So, for example, this says search word on EA topics. So if you want, you could just change what this is. So I just put environmental, or not environmental, renewable energy. Okay, so I'm just, this is just a real simple search on renewable energy, which I already did. So some of you guys may have your search open already. So, I would just, click on images that may inspire you, give you ideas on what to do. So, I can click on this one here, right click, save my image here. So, find images that will help you to, just give you some ideas on things you can, draw or create. So, wind turbines, solar panels. This might be important because maybe you might want to include like other things. So this one says like hydropower. So, if you want to even do like more searches on even like those specific things, that's fine. So hydropower energy. What does that look like? So it looks like kind of like rivers and dams. So maybe I want to get like a little cross graph on that. Okay, but you save these images though, and again, just find ones that are like helpful for you. Just I also be able to just kind of rush and just find any images, but I would just find images that would be helpful. So I want you to find at least like 5 of them for each of them. Okay, so just find an image, upload it, and then just add it on here. So you might have to resize it when you add it on here. You can even use like the search on Google itself. So if you do image search on the web. This might be a little bit easier. Let me type in renewable energy. I feel like the other search is better. So I definitely would like look it up this way and then download, save it, turn it back in, just because it's a little bit easier to see it this way. So you're gonna do a search on your specific topic. Then I want you to do one on like the actual art itself. So you're gonna type in let's see, renewable energy art. Okay, so this one you're actually gonna see actual artwork on it. So renewable energy art. So so some really interesting ideas. So this one I would just kind of focus more on a little bit on the art. Obviously, there's some more images of wind turbines and solar panels. So you can add those images if you want, but I would find ones that would help me with ideas on things I can do, like, look through this. So this one's kind of really neat, though, showing, like, the positive side, negative. I'm not really understanding what that's about, though. This one's kind of neat though, with the animals flourishing in the area. Okay, but take your time though. Find some like really good images. Okay, you don't have to rush to get this done. I would really take your time though to find like images that will help inspire you. It's kind of neat with his hand here. So. Okay, but same thing like before though. You'll upload the image on here. Find 5 of them, at least 5. You don't find more than that's fine. Okay, so upload it, resize it. So you do insert image, and then it should be saved on your computer. So, okay, so you'll find more images, and then for reference images though, now you have an idea of like images to look for. So this one I would just be like very specific on like what you want to look for. So I could type in like solar panels. So maybe I might want to look carefully at like how solar panels are kind of placed on like a house maybe. So maybe I might want to draw like a house with a solar panel. That could be an option. Or actually I like this one right here. So you look at really like the details of like things you want to draw. So I'm seeing like workers in solar panels. That could be neat. So maybe I could do something where like, people are setting up solar panels, finding images that kind of focus on that. As it'd be nice to have in my piece, just people making the world a better place. I'll use this one here. Okay, but you kind of get the idea though. You're just finding images to help you with the drawing, and we're gonna always constantly be finding images when we're working. But at least I have like 5 images to start off with when we work on the thumbnail sketches for like the next part. All right. Okay.